Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody guys. On the second video today, let's take a look again on the gold market. You can see market has completed our short-term setup as we yesterday talked about. Grabbers had been formed. The market also has got at least triple to sell, a perfect shape on the 4-hour time frame chart. That was our call for taking the short position. So yesterday on this drop, market has formed another grabber as we have suggested, but yesterday in the morning it was not confirmed yet. Now we see that another grabber has been formed. And theoretically, both of these grabbers suggest taking out of these lows, or even this one. But let's focus on the conservative target first. So will be returned back to the 1548, 1545 area based on this pattern. So in general, as we said in our weekly report, the gold market step suggests some relief because it was too overextended to the upside. We know that some fundamental background stands in favor of some retracement, and we do not exclude the retracement even to the 1445, 1450 area in a longer term perspective, as we said in the weekly report. Also, guys, there are some expectation on the weighted view by the Fed on the situation in the United States economy, because recent statistics shows not really bad numbers. Gross domestic product release also is promised to be, or at least market expects that should be positive. And from that standpoint, it seems that background is still valid. So bearish as technical as fundamentally, it means that gold could proceed lower in the nearest time, maybe even until the end of the week. So that's why we do not see yet any good setups for taking long position on the gold market. On the 4-hour time frame chart, that's our godless triple to sell pattern, and market has hit minimal target, as we said. If you remember, at least, as we said, the 30% support has to be reached, and indeed that has happened. So those of you who trade in very short-term perspective on the hourly chart, on the 15-minute chart, that's the time for you to think about the grab results, book the profit. For the others who trade on a more extended period, well, you could consider possible scale in, or just to think how to manage the position and to hold the existing position that you have. Maybe you could consider keeping the position and trying to rely on the grabbers that we have on daily chart right here. This also makes sense. Just to manage your stop, maybe book some part of the profit, for example, 30% of the position you could close and keep the rest with the hoping that market will proceed lower, which actually could happen. On the hourly chart, guys, currently market has completed our XOP target, as you see, despite whatever extension you will use, either this one, A, B, C, top. Yesterday we talked about this extension, A, B, C, top. Both XOPs, there's approximately in the same area. So that was our suggestion, some kind of the hand and shoulders price action, and market has completed just within the one session. Now market stands in a wide range. So if you remember, here it was few 618 supports. So you could build levels not just from these lows, but from that one, this one, and initially we use this one level because it provides us clear confidence support. But in general, here is the support cluster, because the multiple 618 levels from these lows stand at the same area. And now we have the 1562, 1568 wide support area, so also in agreement with the XOP. Since we will have the results from the Fed today in the evening, or even could say yesterday, the gross domestic release also will be yesterday, so maybe till that moment market could show some pullback. For example, here minor hand and shoulders pattern could be formed, market could show some kind of the ABCD reaction. So from that standpoint, we could keep an eye on bearish continuation patterns, for example, godless triple to sell, and somewhere around 1573 area probably. That's the first level that we could consider for a potential new short opportunity. If we will not see any fast acceleration, something of that sort. If we will not get some surprising news from the virus, from some political events, or something of that sort. So while the market will be driven by its own factors, 1573 seems like the proper level for considering of the possible adding new short position or initiating the new position if you do not have any. So because currently we do not see yet the breaking of the bearish setup, bearish background, and it seems that market could continue downward action. Besides, as we said on the euro currency analysis today, so market dollar index is also coming to some resistance area where the market could show some relief, and that also could lead gold a bit higher, show some pullback here as well. So just keep watching. Here is mostly the current situation on the gold market is the function of time, because we have some time till the release of the important statistics, and we will keep an eye on what market could achieve on this time, depending on where it will appear before the release of the data. We will see whether any patterns have been formed or not, and whether it makes sense to take the position, or maybe it's better to postpone it for a better setup. So that's our view on the gold market right now.